Hello, hello, my beautiful earth signs. Hello, Taurus. Hello, Virgo. And hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your love reading for the month of September. It is the 10th of September, so we're into the month of September already. This reading is done around about the 10th. Let's see what is going on. If you're after your own individual sign, your moon sign, your Venus placement, your rising sign, you may want to join us on Patreon. That's where the individual love readings are. And this is the way our few thousand followers do support this channel so that we could keep giving you free content. Thank you so much, my dear earth signs. Let's see what's going on as we're looking at the element of earth in the season of Virgo leading on to Libra. Let's see what's going on in love. In love for the earth signs. Earth signs, please, Spirit. What is going on? Wow. That I did not expect. Scorpio comes through very strongly for our earth signs. Now, you may be dealing with a Scorpio. You may have a Scorpio, strong Scorpio placement, but there's some sort of release that you're going through, some sort of a metamorphosis, a death process where love is concerned in the month of September of 2024. Now, you are Earth, and we're going to have an eclipse on the 18th of the month, and that is happening in, I should say, on the axis Virgo Pisces. Very important for all of you. It's in good aspect. So whatever you're releasing it's like Spirit helping you. Remember, an eclipse, it is a full moon around the 17th, 18th of the month. So something needs to go. Something will be highlighted, shown to you about what you need to purge, to release, to let go of. It could be fears, it could be secrecy, it could be anything to do with sexuality. That's what Scorpio is. A major transition is what's going on, what's happening in the month of September for our earth element. We are using the Lover's Path Tarot, and we're doing a 5-card spread. This is by Chris Walder, the Lover's Path Tarot. We'll be using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, the Mystic Moon Oracles to look at your psyche, your emotions. We'll be taking some love messages from the Twin Flame Messages by Mystic Moon and the Romance Angels. We might be taking some Sibilas, we will see, from the Lavera Sibila. Let's see what's going on for Earth element in the month of September. What is going on, dear Spirit? Thank you for your guidance. Show us what's going on in love. What is the potential? Remember, this is a general reading. May or may not resonate with all of you. Let's take the 5-card spread now. We've got number 19. It's called Awakening. 19, of course, is the Sun. Now, this is Cupid and Psyche. Cupid and Psyche, very interesting story that they had. The son of Venus, of course, Aphrodite, the goddess of love and war and peace. Cupid and Psyche. We know that Psyche had to prove herself. She had to go through all these testing times to be good enough to be worthy of the partnership with Cupid. So a very interesting love story, Cupid and Psyche. Let's see, she did win in the end. Whatever she had to go through, she jumped through hoops. She was able to prove that she loved, and she stayed on course to win the heart and the position next to Cupid, right? Cupid, which is Eros, in God Eros. So very, very important love story. This is a very important time in love for earth signs. What's crowning you? We have the strength card, so Leo comes through. We've got Leo twice, so some of you Virgos may be on the cusp with Leo, unless, I mean, we've got Scorpio, we've got Leo. Very fixed signs, very fixated on a particular path in love. You're coming from the Page of Cups, right? This is the Page of Cups, so it's a small offering where love is concerned. Pisces also comes through. Pisces is unconditional love, but sometimes it can speak to wearing those rose-colored glasses. It can speak to a secretive connection as well, because the Pisces is the 12th last house of the zodiac. It's carrying a lot of weight, the 12th house right now, and that's where the eclipse, the full moon, is taking place. I don't know, maybe look back to 6 months when we had that new moon in Pisces. What was going on for you then? Because we see this is the past position and we see the new moon glyph here. So maybe pay attention to the March time of year this year. Now it's coming full circle, right, after 6 months. So there's a bigger cycle coming to a close. Again, I'm going to say very important for Virgo since it's the Pisces Virgo axis, right? And of course we had a new moon in Virgo, which works really well, let's say, for the earth element. It wasn't a very easy new moon, let's say, but a new seed has been planted. We'll see possibly within 6 months, right, as this larger cycle, if not within the month, till the Libra solar eclipse, which is going to be an amplified new moon in Libra. What's going on? Something is going to show up. Recent past, Three of Coins. Three of Coins it's about practicality. It's about being at that first initial success point, collaboration, so on and so forth. It is connected to work as well. So this, where love is concerned, work or collaboration or putting the effort in could be what's playing out, because right now there's some sort of an awakening going on. This is the Sun, and the Sun is the most positive card in the deck. It does speak to heart. It does speak to confidence, leadership, and things coming to light, but also a possible healing energy. What is the possible outcome? We've got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, which can speak to reckoning, clarity, victory, some truths. Also, Ace of Swords is a potential. It is an ace, remember, the Ace of Truth. Swords cut, they're all about perception, our logic, the way we think. And we see the crown here, and the crown does speak to royalty, which, and that's why I'm saying that it is a victory card. When you win the crown, it's like winning the top position in someone's heart. Remember what I said, that it wasn't easy for Psyche to go through those testing times, those testing moments. I feel as though what I need to tell the earth signs is that love is being tested now, and we're needing to jump through hoops, right, to get to to win over the crown. And the crown is like royalty. It's like being valued and being put on a pedestal. Strength is still necessary. The Strength card, of course, speaks to the belief of, having the upper hand, our higher selves being able to tame that wild beast within. It's we're needing to be strong, needing to stay on track. Remember, Leo does speak to the crown, so it's all about taking leadership. Maybe possibly also, taking a risk, and earth signs are not very much about taking risks. Leo does rule the 5th natural house of love, you know, dating, having fun, taking a risk and having the ability to create a situation. Let's see what's at the bottom. We've got the Queen of Coins, Hera, right? Juno, the wife of Zeus, who, she was the queen of the gods. She is very motherly, Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. We know she's the mother of the tarot. She's the most experienced, divine feminine. She's got the knowledge, she's got the know-how, she's got the patience, she's got the she's the go-to person. She's the dependable person. She stayed, even though there was so much infidelity that came from her husband. She kept her position, she stayed on track, and she was a, how can I say, she was the example. She set a very important example, even though in mythology, yes, she did seek revenge from her unlawful and untrue husband, but she was the queen of the gods. She kept her fidelity. She stayed true to what she was after, and I think she was the pillar of the, you know, the foundation of the relationship. So I don't know if you're a divine feminine, but you know, whether you're a divine feminine or a divine masculine, she's all about nurturing. She's the minor arcana of the Empress. So the Empress, she knows her worth. She does speak to manifestation. She does speak to power, right? She's the one who knows that she's planted those seeds. At some point they will bear fruit. So slow, steady and hard work is love in the month of September. Dependability, stability, all these are words for the month of September relative to the earth element. Let's see what's going on in the Lenormand for our earth element, dear spirit. What's going on in love? We have the compass here, and we see the sun. Now the sun is Leo, and the sun, of course, is the heart. We all have the ability to be confident, to follow our heart. Maybe this is a month of doing that. We see that this is like the compass is showing, because someone is following their heart, they're following their true north, which it's never easy to reach, right? The North Node, which is in Aries, which is a Mars-ruled sign. That's the collective future destiny of following our true north. And, you know, Aries is cardinal fire. It's all about using the fire within. We've all got fire somewhere in our chart, right? It's getting out of our uncomfort, our discomfort of the South Node. I should say discomfort is the North Node. Our comfortable zone is the North Node, which is in Libra. And maybe releasing any fears of a lack of reciprocity, or that I did this much, they did this much. I think that the Queen of Coins, she knew that she had the position of the most important person in Zeus's life, and they were tests that she was going through during her connection, her marriage to Zeus, but still she was his queen, right? So she was above everyone and everything else. So interesting. The compass also could speak to travel, dealing with someone that's at a foreign land, because the compass is, we're looking for our path forward. Maybe we're feeling a little bit lost at this time. We've got the tree, and the tree does speak to family. Sometimes it does speak to a spiritual connection, something that holds deep roots, something that's very deeply rooted from the past. Could be a spiritual connection, a past connection, right? It is a number 5, and 5 is the Hierophant, Taurus. And therefore it could speak to family. I mean, you know, the tree speaks to our heritage, to our lifeline, to the past, to past lifetimes possibly as well. Let's see. We've got news, we've got communication, possible legalities. I mean, these could be legal papers or communication, right? Because we've got the release. And we've got the Ace of Swords, which could be a double-edged sword because it does speak to cutting away, to going through reckoning, clearing the doubts out. The Three of Pentacles could possibly speak to third-party infiltration, could be relative to a mother, could be relative to another spouse, because the Queen of Coins is usually the spouse. You could be dealing with someone that also possibly has children, right? Because Queen of Coins is usually the mother. We've got the dog, which speaks to loyalties, friendship. We've got the key. Someone is getting free through communication, through reckoning, through truths. Because we see the cage, the door is open, and the key can be an open wound. And there's a brand new cycle. It's interesting that we see the rainbow here and we see the rainbow here. Feels like there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, which is a blessing logically. This is like a brand new cycle. There's a lot of messages, a lot of communication back and forth, possible travel, possible clearing out, working through an open wound, finding a resolution. The key could be a possible new relationship, new home for some of you, because someone is leaving the South Node, let's say, in Libra, where they've been in an unhealthy, unreciprocal, let's say, unequal relationship, and therefore leaving and, you know, following their true north, which, as I said, is we need to have confidence. We need to be ready for that. It's something that is not easy. And we do have the Tower here. And the Tower speaks to solitude. It speaks to the red tape. It speaks to delays. This is Saturn in Capricorn. We know, Saturn has, I should say Pluto has ingressed back into Capricorn and needs to finish off something that was going on since 2008. Very important for Capricorn people, of course, with planets at the last degrees. But also we've all got Capricorn somewhere in our chart. So it feels like there's an ending, a possible ending to the heaviness, because I'm thinking of the astrology where we've got big planets at the last degrees, right? Taurus has got Uranus, right? Which is a big planet, an outer planet that's there at the last degrees. We've got Capricorn that's got Pluto there. And, Virgo has got Saturn and Neptune opposite. So it's not easy for the earth signs at all at this time. So what I get here with the Fox, I get that someone's finding a resolution or an intelligent way out of this this ivory tower, right? Which feels like a prison to me. It's like the blockages of Saturn, right? Someone needs to be intelligent. They're looking for a resolution, a way to sneak out, a way to get out. There could be power plays as well here. Wow, we do have third parties because of the snake. The snake usually is the forbidden fruit, the other woman, right? The snake is the opposition. It speaks to our deep desires. It speaks to hidden agendas and seduction, a very strong sexual connection. I do get strong sexual magnetism and attraction. Remember, Scorpio is also that. But maybe there will be things pertaining to hidden wisdom, like getting to see things that could be the intelligence behind the resolution or the breaking away, breaking free from a situation, maybe. Finding out some truths. What is Hera sitting on? Okay, she's sitting on the 10 of coins. And the 10 of coins is 10 of cups, 10 of coins. These are cycles that are ending and there are restarts because 10s turn into aces. Right? And remember, she knows her value, she knows her worth. It's as though she is saying this, I know who I am, this is what I deserve, and I will be patient in getting that. And we see like the portal open. It's like there's the tree as well. That's really interesting here, that we've got the tree, and this is the tree of life, my dear friends, right? The tree does speak to, again, Saturnian energies, right? And this could speak to, I'm going to say, I mean, it's not easy with a tree because the tree speaks to delays. It could even be 9 to 12 months delays. And there we've got the marriage card. Look at that. We've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant, right? Which, as I said, the tree is also here. There's something to do with marriage. Someone's getting out of a marriage here because there are third parties. There is a possible... And you know, the marriage could also speak to a contract of any sort. Someone who's following tradition. Someone who's doing things by the book. This is what they believe. This is what they grew to believe. But it's like a sort of a wake-up call that, okay, just like Psyche had to jump through so many hoops, go through so many tests to prove her love, to be worthy for Cupid, right? Who Cupid, of course, it wasn't Cupid that made her jump through the hoops. It was Aphrodite, the mother of Cupid, who thought that she was the best and her son should have the best. So I would not be surprised if the divine feminine in this relationship is not possibly fitting the bill in whichever way that works and that speaks to you. So it's been tough. It's like the Odyssey, right? Trying to get back home to Ithaca. So love hasn't been easy at all for earth signs, but what I see is some possible help coming from spirit as something is being released. I don't know if the release is also the blockages and the karma, if the work has been done, or, you know, there's like coming to a point of completion, I'm going to say, pertaining to the competition or to the lifelong, I don't know how long it's been for you, work that had to be done to prove oneself, right? Let's see, where will earth signs be emotionally and relative to their psyche and in love? We've got a mask. We've got cycles, and this is a very Saturnian card for me. Interesting, because it's like we've got Neptune, Saturn, which are in Pisces. Obviously, you know, Neptune is the dream. It can speak to Neptune also dissolves the boundaries of Saturn, but Saturn can also help us sort of get grounded and start to build on the dream And Saturn will give us the truth to take off the mask, to see things more clearly about what the tests are that are ahead of us, right? What the blockages were, what is the karma. For me, it speaks to many cycles, and Saturn is very much about cycles, having trying the same to get this to win over a situation, and trying over and over again. But this eclipse is going to be very close to Neptune and Saturn. So this is going to show us possibly what the blockages are, what the reasons were why we could not break through those cycles or that karma of Saturn. Let's see what comes through after that. We've got abandoned. Interesting, there's a rose here and a rose there. Something about a flower. Interesting, because the flower is Venusian, right? Its symmetry is in perfection. So it could be talking to a cycle that, interesting. That could be also pointing back to a year from now, because we had in Leo was when we had a Venus connecting with the sun last year. So I'm wondering, I think it was October. Was it October? Yes, it would have been, yes. Roughly there, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check something. I don't want to give you wrong information on that. So it was, I'll give you the exact date. No, it was August. It was in August. August of 2023. So possibly what was going on then for you, August of 2023 last year, when we had Venus meeting up with the sun, which forms like the petal of Venus. And Venus, of course, has a very important cyanotic cycle. So I'm mentioning this because we've got Leo here. I don't know if you're dealing with a fixed sign or someone that holds strong Leo in their chart. That is a possibility as well. Let's see. This could say that someone's abandoning doing the cycle again, because this is a surprise. There is some sort of a gift here. There are regrets connected to a divine masculine, possibly wearing a mask, possibly not being totally truthful. They've gone through an awakening, or they're going through that. We've got the destruction card, which is very much like Uranus in Taurus, right? A big shift, a big awakening about these cycles, going over the same cycles again and again, maybe thinking, that one will get a different outcome, or this could be madness, like doing things in the exact same way. But it doesn't mean that we don't try, but maybe with a few changes, right? Winter. We've got a divine masculine here that is going through a winter situation. So they're in hibernation, they're in quiet, and the divine feminine is in grief. So there's been a lot of quiet, there's been a lot that's been going on possibly for the divine masculine and the divine feminine, let's say. But what is promised here is a brand new cycle, lots of communication, possible travel, a lot of clearing out, reckoning, and truth bombs I get here. Let's see what the romance angel has for us, advises us. These cards could also be saying that someone was very secretive about their personal life, and they're going through a lot of challenges that they may not have communicated to you, and that would be more so whoever holds the masculine side to the relationship. Let's see what's going on for the earth element. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. There can be children involved here. This could be a soulmate connection with the little children. Yes, this could be someone you've known for a long time, possibly also from a past lifetime. It looks like here the divine masculine is not so open or not so willing to be very open. They've got a lot of regrets, I feel here, and remorse relative to the past, and possibly also not having those heart-to-heart open conversations. I feel that there was possibly disloyalty here, because this is a card of loyalty. Someone was loyal and the other person was wearing a mask. And we've got you deserve love, you are lovable. And we see that we've got the bow and arrow, which is also it is Cupid's bow and arrow. This is like focusing on love, targeting love, and whoever was striked by Cupid's arrow has fallen head over heels in love. So it is a poison arrow, and that is also called the Ace of Arrows. Someone really did pierce your heart, and this is not an easy relationship. This is not your, okay, we don't really match, so don't bugger that. This is an important relationship reading. And we've got codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So, the codependency does remind me very strongly of the Saturnian devil energies. The codependency could be codependent on either substances, either on love, either on sex, either on responsibilities, if there is a connection to another relationship, all these things. And codependency, again, like the devil, doing the cycles again and again. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. The codependency is like Capricorn energy, like this is what I want, this is what I value. There's stability in Capricorn, even though Capricorn is earth and is very much of leadership, and it's the, let's say it's the mature one, the responsible one. But we've also got here, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Maybe the cards are saying because it does remind me of Aquarius, that keep an open mind, right? Someone who's different. Maybe the cards are saying here that don't get stuck on just, that straight path. Maybe look left and right. Maybe think outside of the box, which is Aquarius. And Aquarius is also ruled by Uranus. Now, where there's been inability to change or for change, whether it's our beliefs, whether it's situations, whatever it is, Uranus comes in, and because this also reminds me of the Tower. I was going to say it's the Tower card, but it's the Three of Coins, right? So I do feel that Uranus turning retrograde is really going to, in Taurus, going to play a major role of sort of needing to go back and look at the details, look at how we can find that ingenious way to unlock this cage, whatever this cage means for you, right? And follow that rainbow, follow that, and remember that this is like a merry-go-round as well. Going around and around, being addicted to this, it's sheer madness. So let's see, and I hope that this Ace of Swords is an opportunity to clear the air, to see the truth, to be able to do the clearing out, to cut this addictive cycle. And this is a release card, and it's very, very much necessary, right? That's poison. I mean, the snake is poison. It's poisonous. It's the forbidden fruit, right? It's the other woman. It's the desire. Beneath that is the bear. And the bear can speak to the mother, the responsible one, needing to have the courage, someone who holds responsibilities, a position of power. All these themes could be coming up. Look, there's forgiveness, there's divine timing, and there's action, like seeing things from an elevated point of view, There's the deception. There's the deception. Beneath that was the nostalgia. So I don't know if you've gone through a breakup, if there's been no communication. It feels as though it's been really testing here. And there's poison that we need to release. There's a toxic situation that needs to go. This could also be that divine timing is at play. Someone's had an elevated point of view, which I feel would be the divine masculine, right? Because Jupiter, this is the divine timing, and the wheel of fortune is bringing someone in that's asking for forgiveness, and asking that that the divine feminine has got a big enough heart to forgive and forget. Of course, we don't forget, but we do forgive more so. Let's see. Let's take some Sibilas. I want to see what these messages are about. So what's the awakening about? Because we do see also that there is going to be a major awakening. What is it about? I feel that the awakening has got to do with the divine masculine. Yeah. We see a divine masculine that's been broken-hearted, disappointed. It's the Three of Swords. It's the Vedovo. It's the widower. Someone who's in solitude. It's more so the divine masculine. Maybe also having regrets that their beloved had to go through all these testing times. Nevertheless, regrets for actions, for past actions. And we see the Vedovo. This is the widower. They're crying over spilt milk. There's something that they've been hurt with, something that they're disappointed about. What could that be? Something connected to the information or the communication, or something to do with legalities, possible separation and divorce. And we've got the Constanza here, the Ten of Cups, and the card of happiness and bliss and something stable and unchanging. There may be communication which could bring a lot of happiness or bring back past happy times, but there will be talk about regrets and remorse and some sort of an ending of a cycle, I would say here. Maybe also ending, because there'll be communication, ending a cycle of solitude and inability to communicate. What is the Princess of Cups here, which is the Page of Cups? Remember, it is a playful energy. It's also a small offer of love. Page of Cups are messengers, but they can also be children, childlike energies. We've got the Allegrezza al Cuore, merriment and happiness is the Five of Cups. We've got the Leggerezza, which is the butterfly, lightness of being, a sense of freedom, or something to do with wanting to play, wanting to have a good time, being more sexual, more sexually inclined. We do see third parties here with the Allegrezza al Cuore. Third party could be a child, could be another person. And then we've got the Ammalato, so low morale. Some worries around an offer not being enough, worry about instability, about third parties, about someone having responsibilities, worried about the psyche of a child, and it's connected to your love life. Remember make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I don't know if that is the love between you and your person, or the love, someone that's weighing the love for their child, or the love for this relationship. Could be either. Let's look at the Three of Coins, which is the recent past. Does speak to collaboration. But it's also the Thief. It's the Ten of Pentacles, which could speak to the outsider. someone stepping on ground that they're not supposed to be on. Look, he's come through the window, so he hasn't been invited in. So this does speak to negative energies, a sense of loss. We've got the l'amante. Okay, how do I close this? Thank you. The l'amante, which is the romantic offer. And we've got the il nemico, the thief. So we see surely third-party situations. We see that there is love, but there is also poison here. There's animosity, there's competition, there's secrecy, hidden agendas. That's what we see here. And remember what I said about also the divine feminine possibly not fitting the bill. Even though we do see that there is love there. There is romance. Yes, there is. But the thief is like the outsider. Right? Like, I don't belong here. And that could be because someone was in another relationship, possibly that. What is the strength card that is crowning? What's that? We've got the messaggero, good news coming from afar. We've got dottore, which means healing. And we've got helpful energies with the donna di servizio. The donna di servizio is very much the Virgo energy. It's being of service. It's helpful energies. It's someone that is dependable, that's always there. Very similar to the Queen of Coins. So maybe this Queen of Coins, if this is the divine feminine, possibly you, because most of you out there are more, you know, you hold the divine feminine position. We've got more women than men on this channel. Maybe this long-awaited news that's bringing healing is coming in. There's helpful energies. It's like the stars align. Let's see what the outcome shows. We've got the bambino, and the bambino is the child. It is a brand new cycle. It does speak to naivety and trust. Things that are simple, just happiness. Children is play, right? So it's bringing some happiness in. We've got the gran consolazione. The grand consolation prize could be this child or could be this new beginning, this new start. Remember, we've got an ace here. And we did talk about children. We did talk about this could be a brand new cycle in an old story, right? Which holds some surprises, which will be different to past cycles, is what I'm trying to get to. So this is like a consolation prize. We've got a couple of sevens. So sevens are like turning a difficult corner, but they're also divine numbers. They're like angel numbers, right? Let's see. And we've got the merchant. Remember, the 7 is the chariot, and it's also making a decision to take that chariot, which would be the, you know, the transition of going from point A to point B. And that could speak to physical travel, obviously. But 7 can also be a Saturnian quarter cycle, which is never easy. Now, we've got the merchant, who is the business owner. They deal with import-export, with, you know, worldly business. This is someone who is an entrepreneur, thinking very much so about business dealings, but also contracts. Someone that's putting a lot of thought into a situation, and it is a number 13. The release card is also a number 13. Actually, you might want to check out the messenger is here, because we did the messenger is here today. We spoke a lot about number 13. Number 3 keeps coming through. So 13, of course, adds up to a 4, which would be the emperor, which would be the King of Pentacles, the father, the responsible one, let's say the business owner, the husband, right? someone that would be stable, of course. Nevertheless, there's a lot of thought about clearing out, about being truthful, about grabbing an opportunity. What is this thought about? What are these thoughts about? Because obviously this is his dream, this new beginning, but this could also speak to an actual child. And we've got the Giovina Fanciulla, which is like the virgin. It's like a sense of newness, going through a purification. The young maiden, the young sweetheart, let's say. For some, this could be because she's very similar to the Donna de Servizio, someone who was very pure, someone who was there, very stable. Remember the purity and the honesty and the position that Hera held, which was she was the example for everyone beneath her, let's say. And this is about doing the right thing, but there's a sense of newness here with the Giovina Fanciulla, and she's a number 12, which 12 is also Pisces, so it could speak to that unconditional love. It's like a rebirth I get here. Remember the Giovina Fanciulla, right? She is very, very similar to me, like the lily in the Lenormand, which speaks to like that open wound in that, Chiron in Virgo, like an open wound, the key, looking for the key to have this new cycle. But having gone through that metamorphosis, that change, like the butterfly, right? So there is a sense of newness, like a sense of rebirth, like a sense of purification and doing the right thing. Yeah? Being integral is what I want to say. And that's what Earth is. Earth is about reality. This is what you see, this is what you get. Okay, so let's take some. I want to actually, will we do that? Will we read from the book? Let's read the message so we could see what that is about. Number 13. Okay. Keywords are discard, shed, end, transformation, freedom, and empowerment. An opportunity for renewal around affairs of the heart is available at this time, and it's quite possible that this renewal will happen through release. It's in letting go that you discover what remains, what is truly yours. Sometimes in relationships, you may feel the need to hold on tightly to those you love, whether or not this love is returned. This can lead to tension and unhappiness for all involved. Even in a good relationship, holding on too tightly doesn't allow the relationship to breathe, grow, and mature. I do remember in the mythology that, of course, Hera would be chasing after Zeus all the time, and seeking revenge from his extra, how do we say it? Extramarital relationships, and their offspring, which obviously was Hera's worry and her concern, and she wasn't happy within her marriage, obviously. So it's not a role that someone would want to have, but at the end of the day, remember, she was the example for everyone that was beneath her. So it was the cross that she needed to carry, obviously, that came with the position that she withheld of the crown that she had and her seat next to Zeus. Are you restricting someone or trying to attract someone through your will? Discard any need for control and see how the relationship transforms. Watch how releasing the overwhelming need for a relationship allows the perfect one to appear. So it's talking about release to see what's going to happen. Right? Trying too hard is like pushing them away. Shed any beliefs and behaviors that do not serve your highest good. Throughout life, we receive many mixed and often incorrect messages about how a relationship should work. Let go of any preconceived notions or expectations about your relationships or your lack of them. By doing so, your current relationships can flow and flourish in a way that is best for everyone. By being yourself, you also attract to you the relationships that will serve you best. This is also a card of possible endings. Are there relationships that you cling to that you would be better off leaving? In letting go of a stagnant or difficult situation, you empower yourself, opening the way for new and rewarding relationships. So, of course, the story will be different for each of you. Some of you are letting go of a codependent relationship where you've been unhappy, okay? And obviously someone is going to be quite unhappy here. Maybe this is also a relationship that's difficult to let go of, but this will open you up to new possibilities, okay? If you've made the effort, they haven't been ready to be open with you and to reciprocate, then you should look for new love. You should use this Ace of Swords to clear, right? To clear your space and open up to something new. What I do see here is that there will be communication, that there is a possibility for a brand new beginning. I don't know if it's in an existing old relationship or a new one, right? There is a brand new cycle here. We are going through some release. I want to look at the regrets pertaining to this divine masculine. Let's take one card so I can give you a little bit more clarity. Yeah, this is someone, the Gran Signore, which is someone that holds a lot of vanity and ego, and, you know, they think that they're God's gift to women, let's say, or they've got a reputation and a name for themselves in society, and I do feel that they've been humbled greatly. This could be any sign. I'm going to say any sign, okay? So this is a great humbling of someone who had a very, wow, I was going to say next card on the Tower is the La Reunion. This is what they want. They've been humbled greatly. Feels like tables have turned, where the divine masculine has been humbled and grounded. And I think through the patience and the insistence on, this is what I call true love from the divine feminine, she maybe was put through many hoops, but maybe she's also, maybe she knows her power, and maybe she's turning the tables at some point, and therefore holding the position of power. Because let's say Hera did hold power herself. She was respected, even though he wasn't loyal. What is she sitting on? We said the 10 of coins. It's as though she's saying, this is what I want. I want stability. I want this Ace of Pentacles, or I'm out, right? I want to be respected. I want this long-term relationship. This is what I'm worthy of, and this is what I demand, right? Let's see what the grief is relative to the divine feminine. The dispiacere, the Ace of Swords. I'm going to say there is a possibility that, yes, these could have been tears of sadness, but sometimes the dispiacere and the Ace of Swords could also be tears of joy. If there is remorse and a return relative to the divine masculine, wanting to return and sort of clear the air and find the resolution. Let's see what the Winter card speaks to. Yeah. Emotionally, someone's leaving a situation that did not make them happy. They're looking for those Two of Cups. It's the Speranza. The Speranza is a card of hope, but it's also a card of fear. Someone overcoming their fears, leaving any situations that were uneven, unequal. Someone who felt very lonely within another connection possibly needs to sort of put an end, right? Because this is like, we see the divine masculine here. They are looking for their happiness, right? Because they're in solitude. What they're hoping is something that was forever unchanging. Maybe the fact that they felt bliss in your connection, or maybe this is a cycle that they're needing to let go of, right? Possibly 10 of Cups is also an ending of a marriage. It could be. So remember, this is a general reading, my dear friends. We've got the Ace of Cups and pleasant conversations around a table. This could be a meeting. This could be an offer to get together. A new possibility, let's say. A happy get-together, happy meeting. A positive moment and an opportunity, because it's the Ace of Cups. Remember, this is a general reading and will not resonate for everyone. Let's take some love messages, love thoughts. Remember, we may be also connecting to your energy. Concentrate on your person, and we go. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. Seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down, and that's not always easy to deal with. I'm in a much better headspace now. I just wasn't ready for you. I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. So it feels as though the divine masculine is going to stand their ground. They're going to be able to offer. They're wanting a reunion, a reconciliation. They're possibly also hoping for this. There could be lots of messages because it's the Eight of Wands. Possible movement, transition and change. Eight of Cups is, remember, it's the card of fear and hope. They are overcoming their fear. They're coming out of solitude, possibly opening up more emotionally, I would say here. Let's see what's going on here. Your words linger in my mind. So obviously there's a lot that's going on in their mind. I don't know if you're dealing with an air sign, but it's got a lot to do with our logic, our perception. Mercury, remember, in the month of September is in Virgo, in its exaltation, in its home. So the mind is very logical. Maybe we can also see more clearly what the obstacles are, because Mercury will be in the month of September opposing Saturn. So Mercury is trickery, though. Remember, he's like the magician. So maybe he can find that, that key, the key to Saturn, because Saturn is, I'm closed off. This is the law. This is the right thing to do, right? Not now, but Mercury, the trickster, finds a way to come in from the window. So finds the way, just like the fox, a way to resolve through logic, through trickery, through intelligence. All right, so because Virgo is earth and it's about service, yes, the actions could be through service or through being grounded or through practical matters and a way of healing situations. Mercury will help us do that through the month of September. All right, my dear earth signs, that's what I've got for you. I hope that it gave you some solace, some information, and remember to subscribe, to like, to share, and to comment. It always helps the channel. This way we can keep giving you this free content. If you're wanting more and without any ads, then do join us on Patreon. We will be there waiting for you. And thank you so much for even considering. Sending you lots of love and lots of light until next month. Namaste.